make it competitive.
Well, I think the matter of it would be because there was a lot of love and time put into the defrag. For anyone that doesn't know what this is, defrag is this amazing mod that is essentially the greatest abuse of a game bug mechanic, essentially strafe jumping and Quake 3 movement, and turning that into a challenge of how to traverse geometry that's, you know, at first sight you're like, oh, there's no way that I'm going to be able to get my player from here to there because that jump is way too far. But then you've got like this, you know, if you, for example, do something really wild like, you know, grenade to rocket jump and then like, you know, propel yourself across the map, you know, or like plasma climb halfway across, and or basically just pick up tons of speed in order to make jump across the gap. I mean, it's a really, really cool concept. Definitely go YouTube it. There are tons of videos out there, and then of course also check out the demo. But there are tons of demos if you have Quake 3. But it is, yeah, was strafe jumping even a bug by the time Quake 3 rolled around? That's a good question. I know that in Quake 2 they had the whole bunny hopping, like, I don't know. It wasn't the same though. Yeah, Quake 3 really was unique in its movement. Quake 2 was, you could still gain speed by jumping and stuff, but Quake 3 really took that over the top with the essentially angular movement being added to your momentum as you jumped. So
yeah, I mean, defrag in general is exploiting like kind of the whole movement scheme of Quake 3 and taking it. Anyways, it's, you know, it's like jump mod. It's basically you try to get from point A to point B any way you can, and whoever gets the fastest time is the winner. But yeah, we're seeing 8-1. Effortless is doing a really good job keeping a lead here, but Pitch is getting a frag in, trying to get back into this, but with only about a minute left, it looks like Pitch is going to probably lose this.
yeah.
And someone was saying Effortless is a pro player. I don't think so. He competed in some CTF, but I think at the moment he's not attached to any team. So,
Actually, guys, I'm looking at the clock. I think that we might end this early tonight. I do have a couple of things that I need to do, and my sense of responsibility is getting the better of me here. So this will wind down our final game of the night, and so it looks like Effortless will likely be our king. It is, but Pitch definitely put up a pretty good fight. If you take a look at the scoreboard, he has, well, he had to reconnect, but he won, was it like 6 games in a row before facing off against Effortless?
yeah, I think 5 or 6, you know, so he had a really good run. It's good to see Effortless come in at the end too, you know, because even though Pitch had a good run, he still met his match. So 8-5. Yeah. But yeah, it was an exciting King of the Hill. It was, we didn't get to some of those players like Bijou and the other people that had to take off, but I felt like we had a pretty smooth and pretty good set of competitors at everything. Although Justin left early, but would have liked to see him play a little bit more. I thought he was promising.
So yeah, we will call it a night here, but if you've enjoyed this coverage, although I realize that we had a hard time getting really close games tonight, usually we get a little bit luckier. But that being said, we are planning on providing some coverage at QuakeCon 2010, which is, for those that don't know, is the largest LAN event in the, I guess in North America, I would say. And it's sponsored by id Software, put together by id Software and the community. It's a free event, so if you are able to get your butt there, then you get to enjoy the event. And it's basically a huge LAN party. Usually about 3,000 or so gamers show up with their computers. We all pile into a dark room and play computer games for about 4 days straight. Quake Live TV will be there with a massive staff. We have something like, God, was it like 16 people going? Maybe? Something ridiculous like that.
Just a bunch.
Yeah. Somewhere
A lot
between
of new
12 and
people
16.
too.
And
I'm
then,
new, so.
and we're coordinating with Quake Unity. We're hoping to also get together with Equinox Visual, who do some very zany stuff at the event every year. So, really cool to be working with them. And then, of course, we're going to try to coordinate with the crews that are doing the pro tournament broadcasting. And our hope is to provide, essentially, let the pro tourney people do what they do best live, so you get to see it as it happens. And then throughout the day, we're going to be covering the BYOC and the open tournaments, but we're going to be recording what we do. And then our hope is that we're basically just going to play our stuff in sequence after the pro tournament stuff is done. And this still is yet to be confirmed. Unfortunately, that's sort of the nature of this event, because it's a totally volunteer thing. It's very difficult to organize and get solid feedback about, but those are our QuakeCon 2010 plans. And so I want to again say thank you to everyone who's donated towards the cause. Essentially, we're bringing 2 separate shoutcasting teams, one for the BYOC and one for the open tournament. It will be really good times. We're going to try to bring you what is essentially going to be, if we do it right, we're hoping a near 24/7 stream. So we shall see. But
Really? So like all night?
well, I mean, if you think about it, like, pro tournament usually lasts anywhere between, I would say, 6 or 7 hours of casting a day. Okay. Open tournament, if you've got roughly the same number of games going on. Now, keep in mind that there's also Capture the Flag, so there's dual and CTF for both the pro and open tournaments. So that right there is probably an easy 14 hours between pro and open. Throw in BYOC. Assuming that we can get a nice steady stream of stuff scheduled for the BYOC, that's, I would guess 18 to 20 hours of content. So why not? Why not have a near 24/7 stream?
Yeah. Okay, so sorry, I got confused. So basically, since there's so many different things going on at once, what we're going to do is kind of schedule things and bring it 24/7 so people can catch up on everything going on.
Like basically, right? play everything in sequence. Let the pro tournament stuff go live, and then we hang on to the stuff that we've done throughout the day, and then just play it whenever pro tournament stuff is done. So that's the hope, guys. Again, this is something that we've been trying to plan for a year, and getting the feedback is very difficult. But we hope it all works out, because it means that you, the viewers, will be able to tune in pretty much any time during the day and catch some kind of content, because we will be rerunning things like the keynote in case you miss it, and a lot of other things, because there's so many other things going on. Like, there's for those that have never seen QuakeCon or never been to it, there's a huge vendor stage where all kinds of events like ball striking contests and like what will you do for an i7 processor, how far will you go, how many clothespins can you stick on your body,
okay, I gotta see that live, and that was pretty disturbing.
Yeah, it really was. But all kinds of really weird things, and then there's, of course, the BYOC itself. There's tons of people playing tons of games. Last year we also had the treat of being able to broadcast something called the Young Gamers Cup, and that was sponsored by and put together by Sync Error from id Software and his wife Lily. So a big shout out and props to them. They were really cool. We really hope that we have another Young Gamers Cup that we can broadcast. Definitely looking forward to that. Guys, if you want to check out our QuakeCon content, you can go to quakecon.quakelive.tv, where we have the special website